Inner Circle Games. I'm here with Jeff at Parabole Games, and we're looking at Kona today. Jeff, would you like to tell us a little bit about your game?
Yes, of course. So Kona is an adventure and exploration game that has also some survival elements in there. So it's not a survival simulator, but you need to be careful.
Sure.
The setting is northern Quebec, Canada in 1970, and you're a private detective who is hired by the rich guy of the village to investigate about vandalism. But when you arrive there, you get in a huge car crash and you black out for like 24 hours to wake up in a huge snowstorm, which, as you can see on the TV, is not there. So it's not normal. So not only do you need to find your client to meet with them, but you also need to explore the village to learn more about the villagers and what might be causing all these strange events that are occurring in the village at the moment.
So you're hired as a detective to go in and investigate, right? And then
yeah, exactly.
So how long? I know it's first part of a 4-part series, right? Is that what's projected to?
Yep. Yeah.
What can we expect as far as the first episode?
In terms of playtime?
Playtime, and will it resolve itself fairly well to where you obviously are leading forward to the second episode, but not necessarily or is it a cliffhanger, that sort of thing, without telling us the story, spoilers like that.
Yeah. Of course, we're trying to link them all together for obvious reasons. But we also feel that each player should be able to choose if he wants to play the game or not. So each game will be a standalone game in the same universe, but you might be playing other characters. There might be new game mechanics along the way, changes, new skills. For instance, in the second game, the only thing I can say is the character will be a Cree woman. So she'll have a few skills that the main character of the first one doesn't have. So it's gonna put a lot more gameplay mechanics to the players. So for instance, maybe women will like it more because they are incarnating a woman and stuff like that. So we try to make a link between them, but if say a person wants to play only the third game, we'll make sure that everything is said, is understandable, so that you can enjoy the experience.
Very cool. Is it going to be more of an open exploration environment, or are you kind of led in specific directions? Like I see here, he's kind of wandering around a little bit. Do you get to wander around the entire map that you've set up?
Exactly. So the first part we made like a tutorial so that the player can get used to the game mechanics and everything. But it's an open world game, and we don't want to hold the person's hands. So Carl, the main character, gathers information in a journal, and people are free to explore if they want to learn more about the villagers, the relationship they have between them. But if they want to stick to the main quest, they can do it too.
That's great.
So in terms of gameplay, we're talking about between 4 to 8 hours, depending on play style. Someone who really likes to explore will probably enjoy it for more than 10 hours.
That would be me.
Yeah.
And I'll try to find every nook and cranny. So, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about it?
It depends. Yeah, of course. It's set in Quebec. The game is made by people from Quebec exclusively, which means all the voices, the version, original French version. We made sure to let people know that in Quebec we have talent, but also we have a history, a culture that will be that is implemented in the game.
Okay.
So you get to know more about it's set in the 70s, which was a big deal in Quebec. So you'll get to learn more about our culture, why Quebec wanted to have a country at the time, and stuff like that.
That's very cool. I'm personally looking very forward to playing it. I've been watching it for a while. And,
Yeah.
I see you have a projected so you get to play